Live! I'm alive. Hold on, let me see if can you guys hear me? With my big old mic. Okay, mic set up. I'm gonna I'm gonna have a set up. I'm gonna what I gotta do. I'm gonna draw something. What did I say I was gonna draw? Um, yeah, Darth Vader. Yeah, that's it. Darth Vader. I need to learn how to draw Darth Vader again. Let's see. Need to pick up a reference. Yeah, that's what I was gonna show. How I pick up my reference. And how do I add something here? Screen share. Screen share. Entire screen. No, 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 no. Okay. Um. Where's my screen? Where's my yeah, that one right there. Oh, it's over here. So I'm gonna put it over here. Okay. Okay, that's good. There you go. The screen's over there. I'm gonna share screen. Share screen. Entire screen. That one, right? Is that right? Share screen. All right. Okay, that's not how I want it. That's not how I want it. Let's see. I want that. Do I want it like that? Do I want it like that? For now, this is okay. I think I could change it to something like this later on. But right now, this will be fine. This will be fine. All right. Now, Darth Vader. I'm going to draw Darth Vader. Happy Father's Day, everyone. Yeah, we're going to draw Evil Dead. Evil Dead for Happy Father's Day. Because, hey, he finally did the right thing, right? I don't. One thing about Star Wars that I don't agree with is that somehow Darth Vader could be a good guy, redeeming guy, because to me he stepped that line. You know, when you kill the whole planet, okay, when you kill that many people, I'm sorry. You are not. There's no way. There's nothing you can do to redeem yourself. I mean, I mean, if you kill you destroyed a planet full of people in it. Okay, I mean, I understand he killed a bunch of little kids at the. I mean, at the Jedi camp or whatever, Jedi Academy, little kids. Yeah, wow. I mean, that's a horrible, horrible. That by itself, he could not. There's no going back. There's no going back from that evilness. You cannot go back. You're evil. That's it. I mean, uh, uh, I, I'm sorry. I cannot. It's like saying, oh, you know, Hitler did an awful thing, but yeah, he has a path to redemption somehow. Sorry, no, you don't. I'm sorry. That's my, So uh, yeah, you kill a planet full of people. I'm sorry. Yeah, there's no walking that back. Okay. I mean, somehow you can time travel and maybe reverse everything. I don't know. But yeah, I'm sorry. Darth Vader, you should. There's no redeeming path in my view. Just that's my opinion. That's my opinion. I don't know. What do you guys think? Anyway, but thankfully, this guy is a fictional character, right? So, yeah, we could be say, he looks cool and all that. Maybe he did become a Jedi Knight, whatever. And but anyway, um, I'm going to run. I'm going to pick out a reference. I'll show you the reference that I'm picking up. Now, let's see. Here it is. Well, I'm going to pick up a reference. First, I'll go here. Did I lose that? Oh, I think I can do this. Oh, wait. Let's go back. Go back to this again. I think all I can do is, oh, yeah, that's it. I already did the work here. There it is. Hey, do you know this guy? You know this dude right here? Yeah, Ben Parker. Um, is it HeroesCon coming up soon? Is HeroesCon coming up soon? Is it a coming weekend? Yeah. It's been years since I interviewed Ben Parker. And he asked me to draw him a Darth Vader. And I said, okay, draw you a Darth Vader. Then I said, can I make you a Darth Vader with the can I fuse Darth Vader with his mask off, or with his busted mask? And he said, sure. So what I'm trying to do is draw. I'm going to fuse Ben Parker. I'm sure he's a great dad, not like a Darth Vader. Not like I'm sure he's a great dad. So I'm thinking taking the mask off, right? That's why I try to come up with some mask where here Mandalorian taking his mask off right there. Yeah, I could. Let me see if I could do. I could do something like a pretty typical one. Let me see if I could do the typical one here. I'm gonna put in Darth Vader broken mask. I could do that, right? I could do these, right? Something like these. Let's pick one. That's a good one right here. I'm gonna copy that. Of course, I could do that. I could do something like that, right? Yeah, I could do something like that. But if I do this, I really don't get to show off. I only get that much space. I mean, to draw Ben Parker in. I want to be able to draw Ben Parker. I want to show more of a Ben Parker on here, right? So that's why I decided that I'm gonna draw something other than this particular image. I wanna where Darth Vader is taking off a mask. I've never seen him do where he took off a mask himself, but I seen Manjurian. Yeah, anyway. So I seen him do it. I seen this another whatever these guys, Manjurian race, whatever. I saw her take off her mask. So if we're taking off a mask, I might not want to take off that much. Maybe to the head. Then some of the mask is broken. Some part of the mask is broken. So there's a more way to show off Ben's face, right? Yeah. Now I go ahead and try to capture where trying to capture the right face, right? You picking up your mask, so your head has to sort of kind of picking up your so you has to tilt forward. That's why even though this particular image right here, even though it's hard for me to get a likeness out of him because he's looking down, not much on, I cannot draw much of his eyes, you know, his lips is, little, so it would be hard for me to get a likeness out of that particular picture. So I'll go ahead and pick the other two pictures so that I could capture the likeness, but I also want to show Ben Parker, I don't want him to be too, I don't want him to be smiling. So I try to find him where he's not smiling, because he was, he was a, very nice guy. He was just smiling and was, Darth Vader smiling is not a very. I mean, this particular image. I mean, that looks. I mean, he could look a little evil, but his mask is busted, so he should be a little upset, right? He should be a little upset. So maybe this image is better right here. This image right here, that image, he looks a little upset now. But overall, his head shape wise, I think this head shape right here is best right here. Because first of all, you see where his eye is right here? And you see that ear right there? It's right above uh right above the his eyes. You see that his eyes is right there, right? His eyes is right there. And ears is right above it. If you look at this image, his ears down here, and his eyes is up here. His eyes is up here, and his ears there, and you don't get much of his top part of his head. But on this one, you get to see the top part of his head, right? He got a good size forehead, so yeah. If this particular mask right here comes out, if this is Darth Vader mask, his hands is right there. Then yeah, there's a lot of room for me to draw Ben Parker likeness out of there, right? So first thing I do is get that likeness on this uh, pose right here, this pose. Once I get the Ben Parker likeness, then I could work on turning him into a Darth Vader, the evil father that I'm sure Ben Parker is not. Anyway, um, let's see. Now, uh, now I gotta put my camera up there into here. Let's see. I'm gonna put the camera up here. Let's camera, add a camera. How do I add a camera? Extra camera, yeah. Oh, jeez. I had a disconnect here. Hold on. Extra camera. Unable to access camera. Why will it not? Oh, never mind. I already had the camera out. That's why. There's camera. Right there. Okay, I need to move the keyboard. Oh man, that's a really clutter F. My clutter F here. So I'm gonna. Here's my. I already did a little bit of practice. Okay. Uh, yeah, I think. Why did it go there? Let me do this right. This one right here. Yeah. Right there. Yeah. There you go. Okay. Yeah, I already did the Darth Vader broken mask. Darth Vader. You notice right here, right there is only this part is only part where I could get Dan Parker's likeness. You know, how do you get Dan Parker's likeness just out of that part of you know? And so that's why I'm trying to change it up. Let me see it. All right. I'm gonna move these things up, straighten this up. Yeah. All right. Now, how am I gonna get Dan Parker's likeness? Okay. First, um, okay. Pose his head. So head his head is up here. Let's assume his head is cube, right? Right. Let's assume his head is cube, like this, right? Assume his head is cube, right there. You see the cube? You see the cube? Okay, that's the cube right there. His head is a cube, right? Now I'm gonna put his head in that cube, right? So you gotta, um, so you'll be able to see his ears here, right? Here on this side, you're not gonna be able to see, right? So here, his head comes like this, looking down a little bit, and ears right there, yeah, something like that, and all the way, yeah, like that. Yeah, that's good. So that's that. Now I gotta, his hands are here. His hands are here, right? Picking up the, picking up the, picking out his helmet, and another hand right there. Yeah, right there. And then he's he's yeah, he's Darth Vader's, that's Darth Vader's stuff right there with all that electronics. And then yeah, I think that should be, that's pretty much, I don't know if you can see it, right? His face. So that's, now let's now I got the that part down. Ben Parker has really good size forehead. His eyes gonna be right here, I think, right? His eyes gonna be right there. So it's gonna be like this. It's gonna be like this, right there, and then his ears are above his eyes a little bit. There's his ears right there. Okay. First, before I do Darth Vader, I gotta get Ben Parker's likeness, right? His his eyelashes come down this way a little bit, right here. Okay, his eyelashes comes down, and his eyes have a, what do you call it? He got he has a nice eyes here. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and but I'm sorry, Ben Parker. I have to make you look a little evil. Okay, okay. So forgive me. I have to give him some uh these lot of this eyebrow isn't going down like that, but I do have to shift it up a little bit. I have to shift that eyebrow up because I need them to be a little more evil. Okay, and his eyes comes like, there's a lot of eyelids. He has a, what do you call it, sampraka. I don't know what's the term for English. Layers with eyelids, layers of eyelids. He has layers of eyelids. I don't have that layers because I'm typical Korean looking dude. Um, I'm gonna have him look at it over that way. Okay, and then I'll do the Faye. Oh, hello, Christina. How are you? How are you? How are you? All right. You had a good weekend, Christina? All right. Yeah. Eyebrows like that. Okay. He has a pretty pronounced bridge, nose bridge. It's very pronounced and goes out like that. He definitely my bridge is pretty flat. His bridge is pretty pronounced. Okay. Now, oh, thank you, Christina. Thank you. Uh, uh, Happy Father's Day, anybody who's out there watching or rewatch on the who are fathers. Happy Father's Day. I am drawing Evil Dad today. Right now, uh, now of course, Darth Vader don't have mustache, but Ben Parker does. Yeah, pepper. What do you call it? Salt and pepper looking. Mm, yeah. So okay. Uh, okay. All right. Let's see. Now, okay. His lips is a little roundish. He's he doesn't have a thin lips. He has a full lips. Okay, and little beard that way. And it looks like he has a good chin, but covered by his beard. Now, now it's hard for me to draw somebody evil when he's not evil. uh, Hard to draw an evil somebody evil when he's not an evil person to begin with. Okay. Now the shape of his head is I could not get some little put some shape it up so that it looks like a little bit roundish than a squirrelish. Uh, uh, he does have a little bit of, there you go. He does have a what do you call this? Apple? What do you call this? A chick. He does have that, right? He does have that. He does have this distinguishing Yeah, this what do you call this thing? What do you call this thing right here? This thing right here. What do you call that? Right. Okay. And then his mustache does strip a little bit here. Just strip a little bit here. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Now he does have a his eyebrows is you know forget about evil looking. I'm gonna make him look like him first before I do anything else. I'm gonna make him look like Ben Parker before I do anything else. That's my main objective, right? Yeah, there you go. And we got short hair here, but he got really good size forehead, and it curves up like that, and then short hair there. I think his ears are gonna have to come in a little bit. His ears gonna his ears is right here and right there above his eyes. Right. Yeah, he has a gold teeth. Yeah, he does have gold teeth. Gold teeth. Gold teeth. Yep, he does. Mm, gold teeth. Yeah, this is called gold teeth, right? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Um, uh, he does have some uh, little what do you call these? What do you call these? You know what you call these? Around the kind of I don't want to call it bag, but he has some of this stuff here that goes. Uh, okay, now okay, now I think there's another some hint of these. What do you call it? Apple chick? What do you call this thing right here? What do you call this thing right here? The round thing right there. What do you call that? Yeah, right there. Yes, that. Mm, okay, got a short hair, so that's good. And this comes down a little bit. Oh, comes down. The side comes down abruptly here. Okay, you know, yeah, I don't know if you guys ever had a one of those back in '70s. We had a GI Joe dolls, and it looks like he has a GI Joe haircut here. You know the GI Joe haircut, right? Ah, Ben Parker got a GI Joe haircut, and then even yeah, well he got a military cut everywhere. All right. Uh, cheekbones. Thank you. Let me. I'm just gonna. I forgot to give everybody a link. What the heck? Control V. Paste. Here's a link if you want to come up and draw with me. Now, chick bones, chick bones. Yeah, here's some chick bones. Here's a GI Joe haircut here. Not. Uh, nah. I feel like he has a bigger forehead. I don't know. Uh, mm, so here we go. Okay, go ahead and get rid of these extra stuff. Yeah. All right. All righty. Now comes a Darth Vader mask. Happy Father's Day, Joe. Happy Father's Day. Um, yeah. Have a good night. Have a good night. All right. I hope you had a good Father's Day. I had a good one, except I did have to right after we went to Mexican restaurant. It was good. Just almost walking distance from my house. But it was a really good Mexican restaurant. Tex-Mex. Tex-Mex. It's hard to find Tex-Mex in Northern Virginia area, but we found one, and it's pretty good. We had a good time. But they really didn't know how to handle the Father's Day crowd because we waited for our food for about maybe 2 hours. No, maybe hour, little over hour, just a little hour. But and we went early too. We went early before. Yeah, so, uh, but it was worth the wait. Food was worth the wait. So that's good, right? And very affordable. Quite a bit affordable for sit down restaurant. Was like a sit down restaurant, nice sit down restaurant. No parking lot fee. Uh, we had it was pretty good, but 20 expensive one was like I had like $20 dish. I think everybody had like $20 dish. So yeah, it's, besides the late food, everything and service was good. So yeah, it was pretty good. This week here with the salad garlic bread at home with the family. Yeah, um, me and my daughter and my wife went there. My wife was gonna work on her closet. She's redoing her closet, and when she first bought she asked me to buy for her. I bought it for her and everything. I bought the whole setup thing and those. And she said, "I'll do it. I'll do it." Well, oh well, you know how that is. I worked on it right after we went to dinner. I mean, I worked on it before dinner, and I worked on it after dinner. Then I was allowed to go after. And basically, I put the most difficult part of placing the main part into the closet. Yeah, figuring out how it's gonna go in there, and that's been done. And yeah, 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 yeah. And she goes, "No, I don't think I can do this by herself." Okay. You know what? It's nice to be useful. How's that? Nice to be useful. Uh, I don't know how to make a salt and pepper looking. How do I do that? How do I put more white in there than a black? You know? How do I do that? Yeah, I guess I could do that. Yeah. Oh, dessert. Oh, you know, we 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 weren't early, right? We weren't at 5 o'clock. We went in at 5 o'clock. About 6:30 came around. That place was packed. People were waiting, and I they had a lot of side dishes that we could eat before our meal came. Meal came really late. By the time we ate all these extra chips and stuff, we were already full. So we had it to go, and yeah, we didn't have a. I mean, looking at other people hungry, we said let's just go. let's let's make a seat available for next person because yeah, we weren't going to ask for dessert because there are people just waiting for people to get out of there, you know. And from the kitchen, there were, I guess they didn't know how to handle the crowd. They go, they keep on coming out and they're checking the how many people, you know. They were hoping. I think they were hoping that people were thin out, but never did. So it was. I mean, no dessert for us, but I'm glad you had a dessert. That's good. Nah, I got somewhat. I think I got his likeness somewhere. What do you think? Do I have his likeness? Do I have it? Let me see if I have. No. What do you think? Hmm. Uh, oh, it's right in front of Tyson Corner. It's in front of Tyson Corner Mall, across the street from Tyson Corner. Yeah, I forgot what's the name. I forgot the name. I'll make a video about it when soon. Um, let's see. Uh, let's see. Now I gotta put a mask in there. So I'm gonna. The mask has to be here. So he's picking up his helmet. So I'm gonna. His helmet's gonna. I want to show his big forehead, but I want his mask to be, but broken about right there. So that show up. Yeah, that's good. Okay, so that's gonna be where he's gonna be at. Okay, it's gonna be about right there, right over his forehead. Yeah, right there. His head. Yeah, it's gonna be right there. The his helmet. His okay. Wait, his neck. Oh, his head's neck. His yeah, neck. The mask right there. Then he's gonna bust up. And why it's gonna? It's gonna. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see how the busted helmet look. What's the busted helmet look? Yeah, there it is. Busted helmet. How much of a busted helmet is that? Oh, the busted helmet is from right on top from this triangle, but I'm gonna cut that triangle down almost to his neck. So I'm gonna cut that down. Uh, so he's there's a neck portion of the mask right here. Goes out like this. Let's just draw the mask as if neck portion is right there. Then right there is the where neck scratches out, and there's the triangle part right here. The triangle part right there. All right, and then there's his nose right there, where the nose portion will be of the mask right there, and right there will be the where his eyes will start right there. Eyes will start right there. Right? And then his mask hood. I don't know what you call that, mask hood or whatever you call those things. Mm, the bucket. his bucket. His bucket is gonna go like that. Uh, yeah. So that's where his eyes gonna be at. It's gonna be around, yeah, and okay, his bucket's gonna be right there, right there, right there, and you look like a bug eye. Okay, and something like and this comes down. So yeah, and there's a mask right there. Now that's the mask. His bucket right there. His bucket right there. Now I'm gonna have to bust up this area. Bust up this area because this is the bust up area right here. And I'm gonna go all the way here, all the way down to his neck. That way I could show off his forehead. Yeah. Right there. So now I'm gonna erase this portion off. This is where his helmet broke off right there. Right there. And some of his part of his bucket has to survive on this side. Okay. Okay, so that's where the yeah, and yeah, I'll just give it that much damage. Yeah, so that's a damage mask. That way, you could see his large forehead right here by Ben Parker. Yeah. And this part, Ben Parker portion is covered up. Yeah. So there's a mask. There's that mask. Yeah. Yeah. All right. I think that's the idea. I don't know. Maybe the mask need to be bigger because it looks like his head is much bigger than the mask. I might need to increase the size of the mask. I may have to increase the size of the mask. Okay. It's okay. Mm-hmm. That's okay. And his bucket has to go even bigger. Yeah. Okay. And there you go. All right. Now, I have an idea as to where I'm going to put his helmet at, where his face is, when let's say his body is. Now I could work on his converting him more evil, make him more evil. How do I do that? How do I do that? His eyebrows are his eyebrow. I'm still working on his likeness. The eyebrows are okay. How do I turn the good man into evil man? How do I do that? Huh? It has to be eyes, right? It has to be eyes. What can I do to? There need to be kind of somehow darkness around his eyes, even though there has to be some darkness in his eye around, right? And since this portion, we could cut him open a little bit because that part he got damaged, so he could have a bunt here a little bit. He could have a bunt here, ooh, right there, right? Yeah, maybe even kind of bunt here. Yeah, eyebrows have been cinched off, so uh, you can see like a lot of yeah, some bunt stuff. Maybe I could burn off his eyebrows. Yes, yes, I could burn off his eyebrows. Yes, okay, and kind of like a bunt. This portion, this portion is bunt, bunt and shriveled up. Right, no, yeah, no eyebrow, been singed off, and replaced with the dry skin, bloody, blood up, popped up skin, you know, kind of eye. This looks okay. This side should look okay. This side is not because this side, this side should look horrible. Hmm. Maybe even some receding skins. Skins are receding, so this eye looks even bigger. Yeah, this skin has been melted. and so it's kind of like a more revealing of the eyeballs. So he does maintain his eyeball, but his his eyes is just all messed up. There you go. Hey Joe, what's up? Happy Father's Day, bud. Happy Father's Day. So this, so I'm gonna go ahead and his maybe even his ears. I don't know if that portion of his face is burnt off, so it will go all the way down to his chin here, right? Yeah, yeah. There you go. Here it looks okay. This side looks okay. This side is all messed up. Can you guys see it? Can you guys see it? Yes or no? Yeah. Mm, yeah. All messed up on this side because cinch hair, cinch everything. And his nose, part of his nose is messed up too. Mm, part of his nose is messed up too. Yeah. Some dark, some singed, some light, fading. His hairline's been messed up because of all the bunt that's happened. You know, lifesaver went right through that. So Luke Skywalker did number on him, right? I mean, come on, Luke Skywalker. This is your dad, man. What are you doing, bud? He's your dad. I mean, you know, me, I could say, you know, I could say he has. I mean, he went over that board, man. There's no redemption. Darth Vader. I mean, he stepped over me, but he's your dad, so I understand. Yeah, I understand Luke Skywalker, but yeah. Ooh. Hey Joe, you had a good Father's Day. I'm sure your kid sounds wonderful. So yeah. Mm, nah. Let me see how. Do I have any kind of a hand reveals? Oh, they're all gloves, so that it's hard to tell if how they're grabbing onto their helmet. Darth Vader has a pretty heavy helmet, heavy glove too, doesn't he? Yeah, glove too. So it's gonna be really hard to tell. But okay, they should be all dark out. Mm-hmm. 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 Doo-doo, doo-doo. The hell, man. Mm-hmm. Hey, Kirby, how are you? Uh, did you, you're in Japan, do you pass Father's Day or how they celebrate do they have a, I mean, do they have Father's Day or they celebrate on different days? Yeah, anyway, happy Father's Day here, bud. Happy Father's Day. Mm, mm, doo-doo, doo-doo. Mhm, mhm. Doo-doo, doo-doo, doo-doo. Mhm, mhm, mhm. Mhm, mhm. Ba-dum, 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 ba-dum. Ba-dum, ba-dum. Ba-dum, 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 ba-dum. Ba-dum, 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 ba-dum. No, no. Reason I suck at singing because I don't wanna, copyright strike to hit my YouTube channel. So that's why I suck at. I'm actually a wonderful singer, but every time I sing, if I sing good, I get YouTube a strike from YouTube. So that's why I am purposefully suck at singing. That's it. That's it. That's the ticket. You believe me? You believe me? Do you believe me? Yeah. Let me sell you I had this wonderful bridge that I could sell you from New York. New York, if you do. Yes, sir. Ba-bum, 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 ba-bum. Mm. Oh, is it because you do, didn't you say you have a kids? Didn't you say you have a kids? How old are your kids? Are you little kids? I'm sorry to hear that. Uh, is it because they're so young? I forgot. I forgot. Did you say you have little kids, Kirby? I don't remember. It gets really dark in here. Mm, ah, wow, 4 kids. Oh, yeah, two are babies. Okay. Well, my kids are all grown up. I'll call my dad and say Happy Father's Day to him. Uh, my looks like my dad celebrated yesterday with my sisters. So it would be nice if I was able to go see my dad. Mm, but I wasn't able to. Instead, I had to do house chores, which is okay. It was okay. I'd rather be, down here drawing have my art practice going on. But no, okay. I'd rather be drawing than I'd rather be drawing, but it didn't turn out that way. I don't know how that thing is attached. How is that thing attached? How is it attached? I mean, in a movie, he's Darth Vader always take off his mask with all kind of robot hands. That seems like it's very complicated to put on and take it off. Not like a Mangolian helmets. Darth Vader seems like his helmets are harder to do that with. He needs some kind of help. Of course, he could use force, right? Oh, he should have just used force. Use your dark force, man, not your hand. Oh, okay. Oh well, I already drew the arm over here. I'm sorry, you're not using your force to take off your helmet. Sorry, sorry, Darth Vader. You're not using your force, buddy. Yeah, too late to think about it. Too late. Uh, you will not use the force to take off your helmet. Cause you're besides you're probably pretty disoriented. Luke Skywalker just busted your helmet open, and he's your son. You know, on a freaking Father's Day, no less. But you're pretty evil, man. You're pretty evil. You know, you cannot be blaming everybody else. You're the evil dude. You know, I know evil people just want to blame everybody else besides themselves. That's what evil people do. They will never take the blame for themselves because they're fucking evil. You know, evil, evil people never admit their faults. Right? Evil people don't do that. Evil people will not do that. Mm-hmm. 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 Right. There you go. There you go. Some dark area here. Bum bum. Bum bum. Mm. Ooh, I don't know what kind of mechanism is on this side of the face. I don't. It's hard to draw something when you don't understand what you're drawing. Yeah, it's hard to draw something when you don't know what they are. I don't know because I never really looked at his mask that closely. Have you? Have you guys? Hmm. Nah, there's a bust up going on. Hmm. This these edges should have like a little melted look. Should I have some wires on there? Should there be some kind of wires? I don't know. I don't know. What. I guess not. Uh, well, it looks like a. It kind of looks like a Darth Vader's helmet, right? What? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Do-do-do-do. Well, how does Star Wars theme song go? Dun, 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 dun. Nope, nope, nope. Musically, I'm just horrible. You know, much as I love that John Williams soundtrack, I don't know. I don't know how to. I don't know how to put that music in my head. I mean, where could we produce it? Pretty sad. Musically, I'm just zero. Excuse me. Oh, my eyes is burning right now. My eyes are burning. Oh, oh, my eyes are burning. Oh, ah, ah, oh. Hmm. Oh, excuse. Turn off my portion of the camera. I wish I had a little music so that interlude. Hold on, interlude. What's the music for interlude? Uh, where's my camera? Osmo. Okay. Oh my eyes. Okay. Okay. Back. Oh, where am I? I got eraser on. Oh my goodness. Oh, gosh. Oh man, my eyes are burning. I don't know why. Oh. Does YouTube copyright strike for game music? I don't know. I don't know. I mean, anybody can. I mean, if let's say you could file for your music. If, I think you don't get strike if people don't claim it, right? But if as soon as they claim the music, game music probably didn't. They're probably not claiming it because surely they want to. Surely they want people to play the music while they're playing the game, right? So yeah, I'm sure. Like some of the sometime like a Superman trailer. You know, it has a soundtrack and everything playing, but they don't claim it. So sometimes they don't claim any kind of copyright on those kind of music that comes from trailer, right? And then to the now I gotta show the somehow now since the head is not there, the back of the helmet has to show up. How am I gonna present that? Yeah, right. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I guess so. Uh, uh, that's a good idea. Next time, I'm not gonna. I guess you're gonna see the his bucket in the back. Oh, that's the. Oh, wait. Okay, you know this not gonna work. I just realized something about Darth Vader's mask. You cannot pull it over your head because he has a narrow. He has a narrow. I just realized that. Now I have to make up a different. I have to make up a different kind of a scheme where he's taking off his helmet. That's what I guess. That's why his mask comes forward like this, right? Rather than you pull up like a Mandalorian mask. I just realized that. Oh my gosh. Oh, I just realized. That's why Darth Vader mask always comes off like this rather than like this because he has a narrow neck, right? So it looks like the neck part is not going to clear his head, right? Oh my goodness! It's not. It's different than Mongolian mask, right? Ah. Uh, so I have to turn his neck. Ah, so I have to cut off right there. I have to cut off somehow. He has to screw into his neck. Yeah, right. He has to cut off right there because he and his head should be up here. The his Darth Vader mask head should be right here. Oh, so yeah, he cannot. Oh man, I gotta erase all that. You know that part has to. That part cannot come off over his head. That part cannot come over his head, right? Yeah. Ah. Now you tell me, Kirby. Why didn't you tell me? Like, oh, you've been just laughing at me all this time. I'm gonna make a different mask. Uh, his neck is not there. His neck is he's just taking the neck is right there. His neck is down here. Okay, and it's just come off right there. Oh man. Oh man. Yeah. Hello, Damien. Hi, hello, Damien. I messed up. I didn't realize Darth Vader's mask had a neck portion where he cannot, he cannot, he cannot go like this. He cannot go like this like a Mongolian hat. Oh Jesus. Okay. Well, yeah. Well, then he busted up. His head is so busted up. He could pull it up from his head. he, yeah, he's all busted up, man. That's why he can pull it off his head. Oh man. Now by the way, if you could come up if you want. Again, if you have time. If you don't have time, no problem. Oh gosh. Yeah. Okay. So that's a. Now I have to worry about something else. His bucket on the backside has to be behind this head. He has to pull out. Oh my gosh! Yeah, his head has to be right in front of it, like this, right? So, yeah, like that, and then the head part is the whatever dark part right there. We don't know what is back there, right? Yeah, something like. Oh Jesus! Oh gosh! Oh gosh! Here, so it's I'm gonna have to just destroy the helmet quite a bit, quite a bit. Destroy the helmet has to be really and yeah. I mean it's okay, something like that. Uh, okay, so it had to be kind of different kind of damage for the helmet to come out over like that. Okay, okay. Well, at least I could show more of a. Well, this portion could be all. No, I could show more of a. Uh, let's see.
Good evening, my friend.
Hello, Damien. How are you?
Pretty good. I happen to have some free time at the moment.
Okay. I was drawing this mask, thinking I could draw like a Mongolian helmet. I could just pull it over his head,
Uh-huh.
and then I realized Darth Vader has a neck part that's seamless. This is seamless down here, right?
How did you get it on? Or is it soldered around his body?
I think the mask comes out like this.
There's a face mask that comes off.
Yeah, it comes out like this, and then that one goes. That one the basket goes out like this. It's always have a machine do it, right? It picks up.
Right. Yeah.
And that portion comes out like that. So yeah, so because of a seamless part here, I cannot draw like I was thinking like Mongolian helmet,
Right.
And so because I wanted to show. Do you know who Ben Parker is?
No, but is that a picture of him there?
Yeah.
So you're turning him into Darth Vader.
Yeah, he asked me to draw him a Darth Vader.
Oh, it's not because you think he's very evil.
No, I say, hey, what do you mean to draw you? And he say, uh,
So
Darth Vader. And
that's a tricky assignment because you have to make it look like him, but know that it's Darth Vader. So that's why you're doing it that way. Now that makes sense. Yeah.
yeah, because I seen I seen this one, right? This image right here.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you only got that portion to make it look like a Ben Parker.
Right.
So I say I wanna lift it like a, you know,
Right.
Mandalorian,
Yeah.
you know. I wanna so that
I think that's a very good idea. It seems like either his head's a little too big or the mask's a little too small. I'm not sure.
mask is too small. Definitely. And
You could thin down his face or something if you needed to.
well, I'm thinking maybe I could, you know, put it back there.
Expand. Yeah.
Yeah, make this a basket. Maybe even expand this bucket. You know, but
Get your technical crew to fix it in Photoshop.
I go, oh my goodness. But then but I was worrying about that too. But then I realized, oh no, he cannot. He cannot. So well, yeah. I guess, so
Well,
this has to be like he has to be like some kind of a this neck has to be like some kind of thread here now.
well, it doesn't have to be completely accurate, right? Just so that it
Right.
gets the idea across.
Yeah. Well, this is only a
Preliminary.
preliminary. It's not a I, I gotta put this in a on a card like this.
I
So
see. Oh,
yeah,
one of your cards. Yeah. So you're going
yeah,
to do it smaller.
yeah.
So you're just figuring it out now. Well, it's very impressive. I mean, especially like the level of detail for a preliminary is very impressive.
Yeah. I mean, I just wanted to work on his. I have to practice his his likeness, right?
Right. That's one of the hardest things to do. I can draw a face, but to make it look like the person I'm drawing is very hard.
Well, do you think? Let's see. Uh, let's let's do this. That's a Ben. That's and let's see how many we got. No. Oh, there it is. Yeah, try to get a different kind of likeness, right? There's that. The reason I picked this image, even though I cannot, because when you try to get someone likeness, you got to get the eyes right, right?
Right.
And but these eyes are closed up a little bit, so
Yeah. Yeah.
and this is, but
So you're
reason
trying to do the eyes from one onto the
yeah yeah this
position
one
of the other?
yeah, and also this one reason I picked this one because when you're taking your mask off, you're looking down a little bit, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah,
I,
that makes sense that you would be looking down.
yeah, so I had them. Reason I picked this one up because it shows more of his forehead, and the top of his head bent forward, and you can always tell because he's leaning face forward because when you look at the eyes, the ear on the backside is up. If you draw
Right.
a line,
When you look down, your ear is above your
right,
eyes, and when you look straight ahead, it's in line.
right,
If you go like that, like a Gil Kane picture, the ears are way down.
yeah. So as long as you pay attention to that, then so that's how I choose my references because try to choose reference that has a this is the this is the Darth Vader that I want to get to. Then if he's looking down, then like this one right here, Darth Vader is looking this way and looking down. A lot of headshot right there, right? A lot of headshot there. So he needed a lot of headshot there too, right? But if you get that, if you get the Ben's forehead, he has a pretty large forehead. Get the eyebrow.
A lot of brains.
Yeah, eyebrow, a lot of brain. Yes, and then when people have a facial hair, is easy to get likeness because the facial hair covers up much of the face.
Right.
Everybody has. I mean, I guess that's why people wear fake beards for disguise, right?
Yeah, it distracts from everything else.
Yeah, but because I cannot tell below his hair. I mean, does it chin come up, chin goes out in? Is it you couldn't really tell, right? But so you have to get how hairs are,
Texture.
how
Or
like on yours, I could see that your hairs are like this. It doesn't.
I have to zoom in to see that. I can actually zoom in on this app with my trackpad.
Your beard go like this and like this, right? It does a lot of that. And
the hairs are coming from different directions. Yeah,
curly. Yeah. But on Ben's, it's shorter.
Yeah.
And now I gotta get a lot of. I have to come in here and take a little. I have to occasionally strike it through to give it that pepper look. The pepper look.
Oh, the salt and pepper look of the graying hair.
Yeah. But yeah, and as long as I get the eyes right, I think I'm okay. But
So I'm trying to draw him right now.
Yeah.
And it's coming out very grizzled. He's much nicer looking and younger looking than in my picture. I'll show you in a second. I can't draw the way you draw, like accurate. I have to scribble like crazy to try to start approaching.
Have you ever drawn on digitally?
I haven't, not yet. So that doesn't look like him at all, but I've been working at it. Well, he looks much more grizzled and I don't know, gnarly there.
Have you ever tried this? I mean, that's fine the way it is. I mean, that's the style, right?
Yeah, well, that's my style. It's very sketchy and scribbly.
But here's what. Sometimes I do like I let's say I don't know. Let's say I draw this hawk, right? Then.
Oh, that almost looks like a John Buscema drawing.
Oh yeah, this is from John Buscema's book.
Oh, and here I thought you had his talent.
I was a copy of John Buscema's book, but
copy from the best. That's what I say.
I mean, but once you draw it, what you can do is trace it, right? Then all that line is behind you, right?
Right, and if I just went over this with a thick pen and just kept a few of the lines rather than all the scribbles, it might start looking a little more like him. But I partially wanted to show it to make people, if anyone's watching, see how hard it is to get a likeness, because I'm not doing it nearly as well as you.
But I mean, that's the way you draw. I mean, that's the way you draw, and I think this white paper may not be your paper. You know what I mean?
White people might not be my people.
White paper. White paper.
A white paper. I thought you were saying maybe I would be better at drawing other ethnic groups than white people.
I mean, if you draw on a darker paper,
Uh-huh.
because like it's I noticed that for instance, I find sometimes this is gonna sound pretty racial too, by the way. But I feel like I could draw a black person because that person already has a lot of something. I mean, I'm putting black pen on a white paper, right?
Uh-huh.
And so I feel like I feel like for
So
instance,
the darker complexion goes better with a
type of
black and
pen
white
we're working,
drawing.
right? We are putting we want to put that mark in there, right? So it looks more natural for us to draw darker on a paper, but we want to draw darker like you're doing right now. We want to draw darker.
Right. I put in so much detail that it would make more sense, I guess, with a dark complexion. Yeah.
Yeah.
I see what you mean.
And then because I think we would be it's hard to go. I mean, we right now for you to start, you have to draw very lightly. You have to draw lightly. Then you keep on adding value to it, right? Eventually, uh, you can eventually you add enough value to make a different shades and stuff like that. But if you have a dark complexion, you could put a lot of value in there already, right? And then you're already rendering. You are already rendering, right? Because we want to get to that rendering part. We want to get to that part first. We really don't want to prepare. We don't want to prepare all the outlines. All that outline that we don't want that. We want to be able to sit there and render. Render.
Yeah.
So I don't know. That's my theory.
Well, when I go to these studio art sessions, where they have a model, I draw in charcoal and I make it very dark and messy, and then I rub it out.
Right.
And I use a lot of eraser, and I add in all the highlights and all the lighter tones with my eraser.
Yeah, like if you use a dark paper, you can not only you can use a white. I mean, you could use white markers, right? White pencil, right?
Yeah. Well, for most of us, except for people with luckily having darker skin, like you and I, we need like pink paint or something to draw us. Pink and orange paint.
But I'm pretty light complected myself, so.
Right. Yeah. No, your complexion and my complexion are pretty close, I would say.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm a bit redder than you are, I think, but it might just be the lighting.
Yeah, it's mine's and I can see it if I'm right next to you, then I definitely look like that kung fu yellow look.
I don't think so. I don't remember that when we were together in person.
Maybe that this being R-rated with the racial jokes.
Uh-oh.
But
well, I'm kind of I don't have a drawing of Joe, but I kind of like the drawing I made anyway. So I'm happy just doing that.
oh yeah.
I got his mouth all wrong, and I keep trying to adjust things, but it's as you say, it's very dark, so it's harder to adjust.
I mean that's I noticed that's your style. So
it is. It's what comes naturally to me.
Yeah.
I mean, the face to get it accurate is full of tricky details, but his mouth is smiling, but it's also turning down. And when I'm drawing, it's very hard to do a downturned smile, if you know what I mean.
Yeah,
Like,
how
I don't know. No, I'm exaggerating, but
do you do that? Yeah, I just realized that's really hard to do, right?
yeah, a lot of people, when they're smiling, their mouth is not in your cartoon smile kind of position.
Right. Right. I see.
I
Okay.
think I've turned Joe into maybe a mummy who's just been unwrapped.
Huh? You should be like you should be pretty pale then.
Well, just kind of withered looking.
Ah, yeah. Ah, the does it? I hope I got this part. I hope I got enough of I mean, wrinkles and all that. I mean, I don't know what the damaged looking face.
You have a damaged looking face, did you say?
No, this Darth Vader portion of
Ah, yeah, the real Darth Vader face. Yeah.
yeah. So, what did I ask on the Instagram?
You asked if I could come on and do the John Buscema show with you.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, 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 yeah,
And
yeah,
I
yeah.
was gonna write you back, but I was waiting to figure out what my schedule was, and I never figured it out. So I forgot to get back to you. I'm sorry about that.
No, no problem, no problem.
You
Yeah,
still want to do a John Buscema show?
what do you think? What do you think? I mean, you think that's interesting?
Well, yeah. I mean, I've done it on my channel. I'm happy to do it with you on your channel. But
Did, did you flip through it though? Did you
I
flip
thought
through
I,
it?
yeah, I thought I did.
Yeah, yeah, you did, you did, you
But
did. Yeah.
but but you know, you flipping through it, or you and me talk, it's different every time. So it's just a
Well,
matter.
our purpose is flipping through it is to see if there's a difference between yours and mine.
Oh yeah, well that could be interesting,
Yeah,
and
because
we can talk about John Buscema at the same time.
yeah, yeah, it's kind of like uh, did I? Oh,
You know who that is?
uh, that looks
His name
familiar.
is Namen.
Okay.
That's my Namen, quickly sketched. So that's a picture of you drawing.
Oh yeah, that's good.
Your face wasn't moving too much, so I thought I'd give a crack at it.
Yeah, you seen madam drawing my face?
I did see that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Did she do it on your show or on Instagram, or I can't remember where she did it, but I've seen her drawing it.
Yeah,
Yeah, I wish I had her talent. That would be nice.
she's fantastic.
Yeah.
But I mean, how
Oh,
long you
my cat just turned on the TV.
how long you been drawing?
Well, probably longer than Madam, except I haven't stuck with it.
Uh,
I back in 1970 when I got my first comic, I started copying Neil Adams drawings.
oh,
And so throughout my teens, I was on and off drawing, and eventually I tried painting,
oh yeah.
and
Oil paint.
I did oils a little bit and acrylics, but everything was dabbling, and so I could do okay at things. And then so my parents did not want me to go to art school. which is common enough. Because I had in my head that I would go to the Rhode Island School of Design, or I forgot the name. There's one in New York that was free.
Oh.
But anyway, my parents would have none of that. And so I did go to a college that had an art school embedded in it. And I took a few classes there, and they were terrible. So like the teacher for the introductory to painting class was famous for her white on white paintings. And worse than that, she clearly thought she was too good to be an art teacher, like it was just because she needed the money or something.
Oh.
So then I didn't draw very much until my late 20s, when I was living in Boston. I would take life drawing classes. And so, and in my late 20s and early to mid 30s, I was drawing a lot, just life drawing, like I was talking about with the charcoal and drawing nudes and stuff. And then shortly after I met my wife, I kind of fell out of doing that. It was just a hobby. Like once a week or something, I would go to an open studio and do that. And then 2 or 3 years ago, my wife bought me for Christmas a drawing class, and so now I've gotten back into it. But it's like maybe every third weekend I draw or something like that.
I mean, enjoying it.
Yeah, it's a fun hobby for me. I am, like, when I see you draw or Higgy draw, I kind of wish I could. I mean, you don't do it as much as he does, but I wish I could make up drawings out of my head. I'm so used to just drawing from a model. When I sit down to try to just look at a blank page, I can't do it. I have to be drawing something.
He has he's very, I don't know, his mind is constantly moving. His mind is constantly moving. I don't know. I
think well, I mean, I shouldn't speak for him, but my impression is he draws every day, multiple drawings. Wow. If he has some free time, he grabs a notebook and he just does one of his drawings.
He has a very I mean, like I don't know how he does it. I mean, all the joke he makes up, or
it's incredible.
Even if he remembers them, he does that, like, full hour of that. I'm going
right, and he can jump from subject to subject to subject for 50 minutes without stopping.
Yeah, I go, wow.
I think if he had like gone into comedy improv or something like that, he probably could have been a star. But yeah, who knows? So. It's easy to say that, but
I think so. I mean, he's a very talented person, and very
in many ways, yeah.
Yeah, he's very smart, and I don't. Me, I decided that it's okay to have a reference.
Yeah.
Because I try. You have his book, Kim Jong-il's book. You got it from recent.
Yeah, the one that Bob gave me. Yeah,
I like that book.
Yeah, I suppose that book intimidates me, but I should look at it and figure out ways that I can. One thing I'd like to experiment with, because when you're just doing figure drawing all the time, I don't think about the whole page enough. So I'd like to experiment with just forcing myself to fill the page. And then maybe later draw back and not fill the page. But it seems like a good experiment to think about filling the whole page. Sorry, say that again?
You carry that sketchbook with you?
Well, I just bought it a few days ago. I'm trying to carry it with me and write and draw down ideas. So I've only filled 2 pages. I did this after 2 days ago, my daughter and I went to the museum and saw a psychedelic art exhibit. So this is what I drew after the exhibit, trying to be psychedelic.
Have you ever like a
and then I do that?
Oh, Who's that?
That's just a random face. I was sitting there. I couldn't think of anything to draw, so I just drew a face.
Okay. Do you do any of do you do any of have you what art books you read?
Well, I don't. I should look through my art books more. I recently got but the stuff I get, I recently got a Bruegel art book. I don't know if I'm saying his name the right way. He's a famous, is he German or Flemish Renaissance painter who does a lot of peasants and things like that. And maybe a year or two ago, I got a Hieronymus Bosch art book. But and I know that Madame is very influenced by Hieronymus Bosch, which is very intriguing.
Oh,
Are you familiar with Hieronymus Bosch?
no, I don't.
No. Look it up someday. It's crazy stuff.
Or,
He's
or,
the he's
or,
the most wild painter of the Renaissance ever.
oh, the you know, I'm beginning to. I'm trying to remember the artist's name now. After you and Roger's teachings, you know, and
Oh, you're talking about comic book art. I have lots of. I look at my comic book art books all the time.
yeah, I mean,
I'm sorry, I didn't even think of that. I thought you meant like fine art books.
yeah, but I mean, like a what's oh, I have one book right here. Let me see. Okay. I mean, that kind of art book is okay too, but you have a this one.
No, I don't. Is that a good one?
This is Andrew Loomis. You know who Andrew Loomis is? Let me see if
I'm afraid I don't.
oh. Uh, yeah, he teaches how to draw heads. He has a very,
I used to have books like that as a kid, and they even have some of that in How to Draw Comics the Marvel Way, right?
I have that book too. I recently bought these books. The reason I bought these books, by the way, just recently, you know, after my stroke, because I had one time thought that I cannot bring my five motors back
Right.
because my hands. I mean, I didn't think I could bring my five motors back. Then I said I don't want to be. I didn't want to be away from art because my hand
Right.
is not. So I decided that I want to read about it, and then if I cannot do it physically,
Mm-hmm.
I want to. You know, I want
But now
to.
you are doing it.
Yeah, and
Is it hard? Do you find you have to have extra focus than you used to get your coordination, or has it all come back?
I the reason I'm doing pencil again, because you know, Kim Jong Il, he inspired me to take on brush pen.
Mm-hmm. Does
So
Kim Jong-il draw in pencil first or go straight to brush
he goes
or
to
pen,
he, yeah, he goes to straight to brush. He just,
which is
he
amazing.
just yeah, he just so I was gonna just I was gonna that's what when I was making those cards for people at
Mm-hmm.
the HeroesCon,
Yeah.
I started using brush because I wanted to get to that point. That's what I said. You know, I want to be able to just you know, just draw. And I thought about it, and I go, why do I draw pencil first, then ink? Uh, because um, because I don't want to make a I want to be able to, just in case I make a mistake, right?
Right,
Right,
right.
right.
Then I decided, you know what, I'm expected to always make a mistake,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and
Mistake, and mistakes can be okay.
yeah, that's what I say. That's what I say.
You know,
And
uh, there can be happy accidents, but also I've I was taught this by a teacher, and I think it's true. Uh, if you make a line in the wrong place and then you make a line in the right place, the viewer will realize which is the right line and ignore the other. I mean,
oh,
it does have a messier look, but it can be good. The other thing is, I find when I'm drawing with certain kinds of pens, they have a flavor to them that I can't get on a pencil, a feel.
yes, I actually have you ever tried to draw just a regular ballpoint pen?
I have.
Uh, uh,
I used to do as a kid. I did that all the time.
yeah, and I feel like I feel so comfortable drawing with that, even though it's not a pencil, because I already gave up on the idea that I could erase it. I could, I just, oh well,
Right.
I always expect, so like and like you say, if I keep on drawing with the pencil, eventually the right line will come through. You may
Yeah.
eventually, in all these circles, what, like when you keep on drawing circles, some, you may not be right at first, but if you constantly,
Right. You get the shape right with,
you finally get
yeah.
the circle eventually, right?
Yeah.
So I realized, yeah, but but I just but I'm so slow now with the brush, and then I do this glitch. I do glitch. My head, because sometimes my hand just involuntary,
Hmm.
and when you're doing brush, all that would
Right.
oh, it's so frustrating when I'm doing the brush, and I do it too often, and that's when I say, you know what, I'm gonna go until I'm fully recovered from stroke. I'm gonna go back to pencil, and
Oh, that makes sense.
so that's why, because even if let's say I make a mistake like that, I mean there shouldn't be no cross line here, but right,
Hmm.
but I could easily erase it, and so yeah, I decided that until I'm fully recovered, I'm gonna go ahead and do the pencil for now. But I like to get back to the where I just use a pen and just draw. I mean, without without not reference, so without without, yeah, without having to worry about erasing.
Well,
Yeah,
so in a way, I guess you're retraining your nervous system on the drawing,
yeah.
and
Yeah.
people call it muscle memory or whatever, but I think it's the nervous system that remembers how to do things
Yeah. Also,
through practice and repetition.
uh, my nerve system. I mean, just right side, right? Like I used to eat hot stuff all the time,
Hmm.
but I realized uh, my nerve system is coming back, but very slowly. And those that's coming back are not used to hot food. So I'm part of me is a young kid again, because
You're a newborn. You're
yeah, it's
getting
like
life starting over
nurses,
again.
they're going, oh, this is so hot. I'm going, and I'm tearing up. I'm tearing up because they are hot.
Right.
I used to eat hot stuff all the time, but because but the new nerves are growing, that I cannot handle hot stuff like I mean I go ahead and now, I mean I'm an adult, right? So I just go ahead and tear up and go ahead and eat it,
Right.
because I want to get back to that, get back to that being
Right.
a guy who liked the hot stuff. But yeah, so my my nerve system still is recovering right now,
Yeah.
and sometimes it does this. Sometimes another thing, and there's one thing that helped me. I think uh, I draw something with something on my hand
Hmm.
and stuff, like 5-10 minutes, and you will. It's very frustrating. Maybe you put a rubber band on the desk and pull the rubber band. Why? I mean, those are exercise bands. Put that on. Then when you're drawing, it's pulling on you. It feels frustrating, right? Do that for about 5 minutes, 10 minutes. Then you take those off. It feels so. You feel so free. so, so that kind of. I don't actually uh, the physical therapist from
Hmm.
uh, he was showing me that. I'm going, oh, that's awesome. I mean, even regular artists can use that, right? If you get frustrated a little bit, with those things on, draw it, then take it off after 5 minutes of it, and you feel so relieved. You could draw a little more loose, and yeah, maybe try that. I think that's pretty neat.
Mm.
But right now, yeah, pencil is I'm not, but I do feel like uh, I'm picking up on the the technical part of it because I'm reading more stuff like this, and absorbing something that uh, I'm not just trying to learn my muscle memory stuff. I'm trying to,
You're trying to be a little intellectual about it, it seems
yeah,
like.
yeah. So I feel like, yeah. So that's, yeah. But yeah, and you know, yeah, kind of. I mean, I I don't want to. I mean, it's so relieved to have all this back already. This much,
Yeah. I
you
mean,
know.
you're already a better drawer than most people, even without it all coming back, without it
Yeah.
all back yet.
So I mean, yeah. I feel like, I'm thankful for that. I'm
Yeah.
thankful for that. So I'm.
The art teacher that my wife hooked me up with that I like a lot, uh, she says you should try to do ugly drawings and try to get things. Uh, Basically, she's saying push yourself, make a lot of mistakes, do bad drawings, and feel bad if you don't do bad drawings.
Well, it makes sense. It makes sense. Yeah, I mean, if you don't make a mistake, that means you didn't try.
Right, right.
I mean, if I mean, if you didn't
I
make a
think it's
mistake,
because it's all a process. It's like that you got to draw 1,000 drawings or whatever. It's all a process, and rather than worry about drawings being good, be proud when they're bad, and say, well, that shows I'm working on it.
well,
But
yeah, I kind of look at the sketchbook as differently as well. I used to take a sketchbook, and I used to, I want to draw something nice here. But now, every this is a now I left the empty space there. I come
right.
back and draw whatever I want in here, because I mean, I, I mean, I oh, is that a metal man? So
Did you ever see my video where I showed my original Conan art?
no, no, I don't
So
remember
in
that one.
there, I had like 20 different original Conan art pieces that I bought over the years, and a number of them are preliminary pages by John Buscema.
Really?
So he drew in nearly full size. He drew out panels and the gestures of everything ahead of time. So he did not just sit down and start drawing. He did a preliminary drawing where he worked everything out, very messy, scribbly, and then he did his final pencils on another piece of paper, and then of course an inker inked it because he almost never inked his own. Oh, that's a cool drawing. Is that someone from the community?
Oh, that's an actual Dracula.
Oh, actual Dracula. Okay, I see it. Yeah,
Yeah. That's the actual Dracula, and
that's
I
really good.
I didn't like the uh, no action. I mean, just uh, no expression.
Ah,
So I draw the expression here. I don't know if you know. Then then I
oh, there
started.
you go.
Then I started doing it, and I messed up. So I got frustrated again. Let me just try. Just look
So
at.
since you were frustrated, you drew the Hulk.
Yeah, but yeah, I look at the. I don't know. I look at sketchbook a little bit differently now. I mean,
Ooh, that's another good one. I like that a lot.
this is Wanda.
Scarlet Witch?
Scarlet Witch, yeah, Scarlet Witch in Asian,
Yeah.
Asian
It
flavor.
makes me think of Sanho Kim a little bit.
That sound okay, huh? Okay, cool. But yeah, yeah. I mean, that's. I mean, one thing about it is a pencil. It doesn't have to end. You keep on doing it. You just keep on doing it, right? I mean,
Yeah.
you, you know, because I don't know. I just and it doesn't have to be on that one time thing. I mean, you don't have to. I could come back and, like, for instance, I want to work on this. I want to work on this lady. You know who that is, right?
No, I can't tell. Who is it?
Oh, come on.
I might
Uh,
not be seeing it clearly enough on the camera.
um,
I don't know who it's supposed to be. Did you
okay.
say platinum? Platinum. Okay, I'm sorry. I was
Because that has to be given.
part of my brain was trying to think of a female member of the comic book community you were drawing.
Okay. No, I was. I think I was drawing actual Dracula, and on the in the chat, they can draw me a Metal Man, and I'm going. Oh, I can say no to Metal Man. Stop and draw Metal Man. But it's I don't know. It's I
Now the on the Wanda, the Scarlet Witch, did you have a reference for the hand? Because that's a really beautifully drawn hand.
actually let me see if I could bring it up.
Here's what Hieronymus Bosch looks like, the Renaissance painter I was mentioning.
Oh,
So you may have seen some of these kind of images before. And he's a big influence on Madame, according to her, which that's the afterlife. It doesn't make you want to go die anytime soon. This guy has birds coming out of his butt as this bird creature is eating him.
what are those? What are those things on the? That's not it. What is that yellow thing? What's the yellow thing? Right in the middle of
This,
the.
whoops, what did I just do? This thing in the middle, it's some kind of musical, maybe it's like a metronome or something.
Oh,
And there's a person caught inside of it.
some kind of measuring device, or what is that?
I think it's like a metronome, maybe something that keeps a rhythm.
Oh, okay, okay.
But I'm not sure if they had that in the Renaissance or not. Yeah, this
Oh, is
seems
that?
to be a hell for musicians.
Ah. Oh my gosh. Maybe maybe the to musicians everything doesn't matter as long as you got beautiful music. Maybe there's a beautiful music they were not seeing. No, I think this is okay. Here it is. This is the reference I use on that witch. I mean the
On her hand?
her hand. And when did I come? Oh, okay. I remember now. The hand. This hand was. I just. I didn't want to use her hand right here. That this.
Right.
I didn't want to use that hand, so I go ahead and just. This. I flipped it over. I just flipped it over. Yeah. So I just did this, and you know, I just where did I get that hand? Maybe I didn't save it, but yeah, I found the hand from somebody else. Huh. But yeah, I got this headgear from this lady. I got uh, the stomach belt from her. I got the muscle post from her, and then the inner uniform. I was gonna get it from this dress. I think. Oh, I think maybe I did. Maybe I did this. Maybe I did this. I don't know. I don't know. No, I didn't. No, I didn't do that. I don't know where I got that from.
From your own genius.
Yeah, if I like a Spectra, you saw my Spectra, right?
The Spectre? Yes, I remember seeing that on another.
Yeah, I remember doing the spec, and I've been like, see, this is my ink practice. You know, then what I realized as I was looking back at my previous ink drawings.
Mhm.
Oh, that's cool.
That's the
What
kind.
is it?
See, I just work very messy. Let's see.
Is it a digital drawing?
Nope, charcoal.
Okay.
Here's a skull and a piece of fruit. It's an animal skull.
Oh, I thought it was alien skull.
Might have been. I don't know. I thought it was an animal skull. I don't know where all my photos of my drawings. So I used to, for a little while, I was posting drawings on Instagram, and then I read about how Meta was going to use AI to scrape things, and I thought, well, I'm not going to post my drawing. Here's another skull,
That looks cool.
like
That looks like
like a
that looks
cow.
like that looks like a
I think it's
Western style skull.
yeah, it's like a cow skull someone found in the desert. There's another version of it.
Yeah.
There's the original skull. I took a
Ah.
photo of it.
Ah.
Where are all my drawings?
Do you
It's not on my iPad.
have you ever when you are have you ever traced your comic books when you used to learn how to draw?
As a kid, I did trace occasionally, but I mostly just imitated it side by side. Like I remember I was trying to figure out how to do heads tilted like that, and I spent a lot of time imitating it, and it took me a long time to realize, oh, the ears were down low.
Yeah,
If
yeah.
I
Well,
had a
oh,
book like yours, I could have figured it out much quicker, I
yeah.
guess.
This book, this book really teaches you about the uh, so Loomis method. Yeah, that's the Loomis method, right? That's Loomis method right there, right? And it's a I the one thing that I don't know because I feel like I could already draw heads because I drawn so many of heads,
Right.
but uh, this book made me realize is that, oh yeah, this can be useful like if you want to have consistency, like when you're
Oh
creating
yeah.
a if you're creating a character,
Right.
you're
You
just
need to know how they look from every angle and be able to replicate that.
draw it again and draw again and draw again, right? At different at different situation. uh, oh, Sleepy, I see you. Hey, Christina.
Hi, Christina.
uh, oh, so that's one thing good about this book is that uh it's good about where I could keep in mind, oh yeah, that's how I could draw that person again because I don't know if I think you saw I showed you the comic book I started when I was a little kid.
I think that was quite a while ago that you showed that,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Yeah.
But one thing I noticed that is that only way you could tell one character from next is what kind of a custom he had, what kind of face mask he had, right? You know, there's like if you cannot tell like if I had to draw Bruce Wayne or
Right.
Clark Kent, uh, there's a
Well, that's where like a beard and glasses are very helpful. If you have a character with a certain shaped beard and certain glasses, you can just always make that, and you don't have to get their face perfectly. Oh, there's
oh
a
well,
Spectre.
yeah, that was the Spectre I tried to draw that one. I think you saw this one.
Yeah, you were doing it online a week or two ago,
I didn't think
and
this
I
one.
caught some of it. Oh yeah, that's a good one with the woman wrapping her. Is that a woman? I think it's a woman. Yeah.
That's a poison ivy. That's a reference of a poison ivy.
Ah.
And then I decided to put the what do you call it, fly trap. Fly trap.
Well,
That's more. I think I asked you. Have you ever seen a Spectra kill a woman before? Right.
yeah, I don't recall that, but
I asked Roger too. He said he never seen it either. So, but anyway, I was about to say what I noticed about my I am more critical of myself right now. But when I looked at
Mhm.
these cars I made for people, some of them was pretty horrible. So you know, maybe I think I have this thing going. Maybe I was better than this. Maybe I'm thinking highly of myself. That
Ah, so your post-stroke self thinks you were much better than you were, and you're holding yourself up to too high of a.
yeah, I think so. I think that's it. I go, yeah, I think that's what. Yeah, I think it was okay. Like if I had this when I was doing it the show, I would have been okay with it. Okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and give
Yeah,
it to him, right?
that's good.
But but I I keep on doing it and doing it over, and you know, and then I realized maybe like for instance, I quit this one.
Mm-hmm.
This
Maybe
is
the better you get at drawing, the less happy you are with your drawings.
maybe so. I
And
don't know.
when you're naive and not so good, you think they're great and you're happy.
Maybe so. I don't know. Sleepy, you going to HeroesCon?
Sadly, I'm not going to HeroesCon this year.
Are you
My
gonna
June has ended up very busy, and I have limited energy these days too.
Yeah, I'm not going to be able to go either. I wanted to go this
Yeah,
year, but
I would love to meet Christina in person. That would be very cool.
uh,
Hey, hey, Katie.
K-pop, K-pop. Yeah, I wanted to go this year, but man, you gonna go next year? You gotta go next year.
I would I hope I will.
You know, see, I'm looking at this right now. I wasn't happy with this one, right? And
Yeah.
I did this one, but I'm going. I could have fixed that. I could have fixed this one. I just realized. Yeah, I think.
It's good. It's just not as good as the other drawing.
Yeah. Okay.
But
Well,
if you only showed me that one, I would say, hey, that's a good drawing. But now you've shown me the even better one. So
okay.
now I hold you up to a higher standard. I'm like, okay, he's got to start getting up to the Sanho Kim level.
Uh, you know, another thing that I got these big books that like that John Buscema book, right?
Yeah.
And I want to do more of this. I want to just look at their books, just draw whatever. I
Yeah.
mean, just copy.
Yeah. I think that's a great way to learn, because until you start drawing the lines that they're drawing, you don't really understand how they put things together.
Yeah. So, uh, yeah.
Do you have How to Draw the Marvel Way?
Yeah, I do. I do. Yeah.
Okay.
You
Because
you got that?
I have my childhood copy, which
Oh
I
wow.
just found.
Oh, you
It's
found.
falling apart, but it's still usable.
Well, I went through this one, and I want to go through that one, and yeah, I want to do more of this kind of stuff. That's why I'm making less and less videos, and I'm doing more. If I could come on live like this,
Yeah, I've been keeping you from drawing. I'm going to have to go in a minute or two. I guess Katie knows that Loomis book.
yeah, I love that book. Yeah, me
Did
too.
did
This is
Katie
a
go to art school?
Katie. Did you go to art school? By the way, you could
I
come
know
out.
she's an artist, but I don't know much of her background. One reason I ask is because sometimes we think about whether my daughter might want to go to art school.
Oh, what do you now? If your daughter say, "I want to go to high school," what'd you say?
I'd say do it.
Okay.
I'm
So
going to
you
be
know,
the opposite of my parents.
uh, what if she want to go to art school that you cannot afford?
uh, I think we'll find a way. Grandma could help.
No, Katie says she's just self-taught.
Self-taught. And I don't think you need to go to art school, but it would be fun to go to art school, I think.
I was okay with my parents pay for my college, right?
Yeah.
So I feel obligated to pay for my kids' college.
My college was paid for a combination of grandparents, parents, and a small loan. But tuition was very low when I went compared to now.
Yeah, and but I but when he said he want to go to this super expensive art school, I said, well, son, I'll pay for your basic college, whatever you could make it, you have to pay for that yourself,
Right. Yeah.
And
Well, and I paid my room and board through summer jobs. But everything was so much cheaper then. It was all easy to do. I think at the end I had $2,500 in loans. But I graduated in 1983, so it was just very different, unfortunately.
well, I mean, I think,
So did your son go to art school?
well, he went to, like you say, we found a school that had art school in it,
Ah,
and that's where he went to art school, and it wasn't very good. And I mean, he got a degree, but you know, yeah, yeah. But then I realized he's not really into it much either.
well, that's that happens so often. You get I got a psychology degree. I used that for about 1 year and then moved on to other things.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Art is
But since I got a psychology degree, which was pretty much a waste of time, I figured, well, you might as well get an art degree. Maybe it won't be, could be less of a waste of time than a psychology degree.
what do you mean? Not never too late. We should go to art school now.
Well, I've been taking a lot of art class. You can take very good art classes without being enrolled in a school. There's
Ah.
lots of good artists out there just teaching classes on their own or through little organizations.
Oh, yeah. I'm thinking about taking on a new hobby, by the way, art related.
Uh-huh.
Burning woods.
Oh, that
Yeah.
sounds very difficult.
Christina sent me a little heart shaped wood.
Uh-huh.
Anyway,
So do you have like a little torch you use?
soldering iron.
Oh, soldering iron. Okay.
Yeah, but so I was looking YouTube videos on it and stuff. But that sounds so fun. uh, at first, I thought I was gonna just use this. I have old soldering iron, and just Then I thought, I found everybody who's on YouTube. Everybody saying use a soldering iron that has a temperature control.
Oh, okay.
And nothing that I do have problem is I need a soldering iron that has a little stand because my hand's still not very.
Right.
I still fumble things around.
I mean,
And
you were talking about drawing in pencil so that you could make mistakes and keep uh, instead of using ink. I mean, using fire, that's really permanent.
yeah, well, uh, yeah, but yeah. So I thought about just taking that heart. I want to think about it. Here's my logic on it. If I mess up, it's not as bad as me messing up on pencil because I have excuse. I have excuse.
Right.
I mean, and people's expectations should be a little bit less since
Yes.
this is first of all a brand new medium for me.
There you go.
I have increased the level of difficulty by going to fire.
Just a little bit.
So I thought, you know what? I bet they will like it. Like the.
Maybe you can do some drawings of the Human Torch.
Well, it's hard. It's hard, and
That's a heart. You can't.
nothing.
When you get some more wood, you can do all kinds of things.
Well,
But
the reason I thought it was okay. I was, the Superman. The Superman. That where Superman's looking on Earth with the puppy next to him, Crypto. Have you seen that one?
oh, for the movie?
Yeah, for the movie.
I guess is it like a poster for the movie?
Crypto is right next to him, and they're looking at planet Earth, right? And I wanted to draw that. But if
Are you gonna draw that in fire on a wooden heart?
right, yeah, you found it.
This one?
Yes, yes, yes.
Uh,
It doesn't show
how
to get.
how big is that heart?
It's about this big.
Wow.
Yeah.
I that sounds well, I'll be interested to see how it comes out, but that's a very small area to put this picture on.
Well, I mean,
You can
uh,
simplify it, I guess.
yeah, it'd be simplified. And the thing is, I can if I was
Maybe
to
this
make that.
instead.
Let me see if I could bring that heart back up there. Let me see if I could bring the size of that heart. Hold on. So it's about this big, about right there.
Oh, okay, that's bigger than I thought. But
Yeah,
still,
yeah,
I guess if your soldering iron has a nice point to it or something.
yeah. The siren hand has a. I'm learning right now. I'm just watching YouTube videos, and there's all kind of different type of tip that fine points, and then for flat ones for shading, and all kind of different type of. And then there's also fire. I mean, wood has an eraser too. You could actually sand it. You could actually sand it.
Oh, good point. Good point. You could just start right all over.
Yeah. So, uh, and matter of fact, they recommend that you sand this at 22 grade sanding before you start on it because
Okay.
if it has
So
too
that
much,
you're working on a smooth surface.
yeah, you get pretty. This gets pretty. That has a lot of texture there.
Uh-huh.
You
Are you going to draw a little bit on in pencil on the wood first?
you could do that. Now, what I thought about doing is draw very lightly, and if I do draw big, I mean, I will send it out a little bit. Send it out, then draw on top of it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I tried the ink and stuff, but these are just rough wood, and I noticed
Right.
it does get really. You see that area right there? It gets
Right.
really,
It makes it kind of stipply.
yeah, yeah. So, but if anyway, I mean, Christina, what they make, she want me to do this because it's for C3.
Uh-huh. Oh, that's a nice idea.
Yeah, so she got me this, and I think she just recently sent one to the Loke, and
Yeah, she
yeah,
said that in the comments. She sent one to Loke also.
yeah.
I think I've got to go, Naman.
All
Thanks
right,
for having me on, and
well,
I hope we can do it again soon.
yeah, and think about the
Oh, the John Buscema.
yeah, Jumbo Summer. Yeah, yeah. Let me know. I don't have time immediately either myself, but
Okay.
whenever you may.
I'll send you well, yeah, I'll send you some messages on Instagram and tell you what's going on
Okay.
as
All right.
best I can.
Okay. Sounds good.
Okay, let me see if I can figure out how to leave. Oh, there's the button that says leave. Bye-bye, everyone.
Good
Bye-bye, Naman.
night. All right. All right. Back to. Oh, it's. Oh, I didn't realize it's 1 o'clock. I gotta go. I gotta. My wife's gonna kill me. My wife's gonna kill me. I gotta go to sleep. Oh my god. Okay. Thanks for coming up, Sleepy. Thanks for chat, guys. I gotta go. Have a good night. Thanks for us watch us talk about art. Always love talking about art. So anyway, have a wonderful night. Have a wonderful night. Bye, K-pop. Have a good night, gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen. See.